Hi everyone! Week one's discussion board is based on the Tuskegee study and the Belmont report. So the Tuskegee study is a study or an experiment that was conducted between 1932 and 1972, where basically African American individuals that had contracted syphilis in some form or way or another, instead of being offered treatment, which we had penicillin that had been invented. Basically, they were withheld treatment, and scientists just watched the disease progress. And we watched it till the very end. And 40 participants died during the Tuskegee study. So basically, what ended up happening when this came out was that people were made aware that we were using African American individuals as subhuman subjects for our experiments. Because experiments have so many phases prior to human studies, and that would never be allowed. And basically, based on racial bias and pure racism and hatred, people were allowed to die when we were able to prevent that and knew how to. So, obviously, this left the African American community very upset and lacking trust with health professionals, because these were doctors that were studying them and tracking their progress or lack thereof. And then also the government. This was a public health service that was supposed to be assisting them and treating them for health issues, and they had withheld healthcare treatment, knowingly so. So yeah, just a lot of mistrust between healthcare providers, the government, and just tensions everywhere as a result. An extreme of this example, and not that much far-fetched because the Tuskegee experiment was disturbing, but another disturbing experiment, or multiple experiments that we know of, would be the Nazi experiments that happened in Auschwitz and Birkenau and places like that, and specifically by who we know as Dr. Mengele. So as a result of some of the atrocities that were committed by the Nazis and then by ourselves through the Tuskegee experiments, the Belmont report was produced, and our text defines the Belmont report as a proactive attempt to educate researchers concerning their ethical responsibilities to research participants and the broader society. So, paired with the NASW Code of Ethics, the Belmont report is a good guide to ethical research practices. And so just as social workers, bouncing back to that code of ethics and then the Belmont report when conducting research is a great way to make sure you're remaining on the up and up and not putting anybody's rights at risk, because when we aren't being considerate of those are human rights violations that we are committing. So horrible atrocities to look at, but interesting to know. So that is week one. Thank you so much.